I'm from Trinidad and Tobago, and I have been living in New York for 13 years, and I'm so happy to be here because I've always wanted to act, I've always wanted to be in movies, and now JT has given me the opportunity to do that. And for example, being here tonight is a great experience for me because I get to meet a lot of people who have been doing this, and it's real for them, and I want it to be real for me. So I'm really, really just happy and honored to be here. So thank you. And here,
So
Scott.
you're from the Caribbean?
Yes, Trinidad and Tobago.
Oh, Trinidad. Oh, cool.
Yes.
I'm from Guyana.
Are there any neat new Trinidadian bands that we should know about?
Well, there's always the classical, classics, which is like Mighty Sparrow, Mr. Sprangalang, whatever you call him, I don't know. Mighty Sparrow, yeah, that's actually my favorite. You have? Tell me about him. Come here. This is Scott, you guys.
What's the question? About when I met the Mighty Sparrow?
Yes.
I met the Mighty Sparrow at the Congress of Racial Equality Martin Luther King Day dinner a few years ago. He was an honoree. Roy and ny10 from CORE are very good friends of mine, and I was fortunate to be invited to the dinner, and I got to meet the Mighty Sparrow. I'd never actually seen him perform before, but he really is something to see. I don't know if any of you have seen him. You obviously have seen him perform, but he's really amazing, and I'm a big fan of music, and I would highly recommend checking him out to everybody.
What he's really good at also is not being only special, but this is why he's special. His lyrics, they represent what living in Trinidad is like, and what it means to be a Trinidadian, what it means to be poor, what it means to be rich, what it means to be humble, what it means to be a person who's been through a lot, basically, because the country, I mean, actually now it's gotten much better because there's a woman prime minister, but before that, it was a little bit of chaos between the PNM and the NAR section. So it's great. And Sparrow really sings about these things, and he makes everybody feel at ease about it, except he brings it to life. So I really adore him for that.
Wonderful personality, the Mighty Sparrow.
Yes.
Really is.
So tell us what you're here with. I'm
here for the New York International Film and Video Festival to support some of my friends who are showing and appearing in some of the films here this week. Today I'm here for Dan Frank and his film Medicinal. And yesterday I came for Crumble, which I did a short little scene in, and for Old Secrets, No Lies. So this is one of the best festivals. It's great to be here and meet people. In fact, I got offered a part by running into a director here. So it definitely pays to always pays to be here and to be seen and to be around other people in the field, because you never know what can happen. Nobody's going to come knocking at your door, but when you're all here together and you're with friends, people like to work with their friends no matter what they're doing. You know, if your accountant is your friend, he's more likely to get your business. And same here. So come, if you're an actor, a director, come to these kind of things and make friends and expand your career at the same time.
He's my new friend.
So what kind of movies have you been in the past? Tell us all about.
I usually play.
Acting in New York, right?
I'm sorry?
Acting in New York?
Yeah. I've been acting for about 3.5 years. I usually play gangster roles. I recently did a video with Shaim from the Wu-Tang Clan called Yeah Yeah. I have another part coming up in Alive with Rywood, directed by Bobby Prasad. That's the next thing I'll be working on. And I'm just, I really enjoy doing it. I never thought I would enjoy acting. It never even occurred to me, but I was friends with JT for a long time, and he really encouraged me to try it, and I'm very grateful to him for that.
JT's the best.
You got the nicer face, yeah?
Well, if you say so, I'll take it.
What do you want to know about the film industry that they haven't told you? Ask him.
I see a lot of people, they worry about, things like headshots and making everything,
reels.
Everything except doing it becomes more important than doing it. I mean, that's the impression I kind of get. And I kind of take the opposite approach. You know, I don't even have an official headshot. But I'd rather just go out and do it, whether I get paid or not. I know a lot of people aren't in that position where they could afford to do it. I'm fortunate in that regard. But I think it's a question of whatever it is, just to do it. And, you know, the more you do it, the more people you're going to meet, the more exposure, and all that other stuff, you know, becomes a lot less necessary because they know you, they'll call you, they could trust you.
Absolutely. Really, it's all about your personality. And if you can bring your personality out in your picture, then you're totally...
Despite that, I still get work once in a while.
Thank you,
like
Scott.
directors anyway, really, as a species?
How do I like them?
Yeah, I mean, there's kind of interesting creatures.
You know, I wish the directors would push the actors a little more, at least the ones that I've worked with. You know, I think I wish, you know, being someone who doesn't have a lot of experience in the business, I wish that I ran into directors that would push me more and maybe spend a little bit of more time with the less experienced actors that you would more likely get in, you know, independent film with a low budget and so forth. And I think that's one thing that, you know, I would suggest to directors not to be afraid to really push the actor and let them know, you know, what you're thinking rather than just throw them out there.
What about extra rehearsal time?
You know, I don't know. I think it's more important. I think a lot of that stuff becomes less necessary if the director is really spending a little bit more time with his vision to the actors rather than having them figure it out for themselves. Because, you know, a script is just words on paper, and you know, it's so out of context. You know, you get one scene or two scenes, you don't know what the relationship is between the characters before or after. So I think if the directors or assistant directors spent more time with the actors, you know, who have you know, speaking roles or featured parts, and spent more time with them really explaining what their idea is and where this character fits into the film, that the end product would be a lot better.
And they'll save money too, because you know, you'll get a better film, you have less retakes, you understand what's going on.
I think the end product,
7 days instead of 4.
I mean, the most important thing is how the end product looks, and I think it would be a lot better if they took the time to do that. That would be my only real criticism.
Wow, oh my God, I just learned so much from this wonderful man.
Oh, thank you. I'm sorry, I didn't hear that. Can you repeat that?
This wonderful man. No, he's a great guy.